Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to talk very loud, and I probably should not be talking at all, but I have bronchitis and I'm bored and I can't go lay down anymore. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make this cute little folder. Let me get that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And then you just unwrap this. And then inside we have the faux antique tape, which I'll show you guys how I got that. And then in here, one of my customers gave me some newspapers from 1990. And so I cut out some of the advertisements. So this one is George Appliance. Some of you guys might recognize that. And then on the back, I just put some paper and then do some lines so that you can write your little notes. And then there's this one, and then a little one, and then we just stick those in there, close it up. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you'll understand what I'm doing, I guess. Right, and so then this is the back side. So that's what it looks like. And what I made that out of is a file folder. So I cut that in half, and I used a paper cutter, but you can just use scissors and a ruler. And so I did that at 2.5 wide, and then I folded that in half and got two out of it like that. And then I just made the little edge pretty like that. I have this, but if you don't have that, then you can just take your scissors and go like that with the edge, or you can round it like that. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So, alright, so then you have this, and so my fold, I have this handy dandy little score. You don't have to use it. Medora got this for me and I love it. And so I did this at, backwards. Yes, not backwards. Okay, so the first score I did was 1 5/8, and then 4 3/4, and you score it so that it folds easier. And then you just take it like this and smush it with the bone crusher like that. So then it looks like this. Get this one. That one. Okay, we'll put this out of the way. Alright, so next thing we do is you're going to decorate this. And the way that I'm doing it is I have a lot of stamps, but I'm going to use this one. And so I take, as soon as I find it, right in my little stamper pad. And it's about the same length as this. Hello, Maddie and Blake. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Will you let me know if anybody can hear me, so that I know if I should even be talking, so that you guys can hear me. Okay, so you do that. And then you put this down there, and you can use your little bone crusher. Hello, Aunt Andrea. I'm not talking very loud because of my bronchitis, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me. And I'll show you in just a second. So that's what we're doing. That's going to get annoying for you guys, me clearing my throat. So this is what we're making. This is little ephemera for a junk journal. And so there's the back. And then you open it, and this newspaper is from 1990, and I just cut out some little advertisements and put some journaling spots on the back. Tuck those in there like that. So I'm showing you guys how to make that. I'm just bored and I can't go lay in my room. Oh, you can hear me good. So I'm going to do this as long as my voice will let me. Alright, so this part is going to fold up like that. So we really only need to do stamping on this part. And if you don't have stamps, you can draw on it, you can put paper over it, you can paint it, however you want to do it is up to you. So I'm just going to go get ink on this again. And that's there. Use the bone crusher. Okay. So there's that. And then we're gonna fold this up after we ink it. I almost forgot to ink the edges. Alright. So to ink the edges, again, if you don't have these things, you can use a marker or a pencil or whatever. And so you see how this edge right here is clean? You just want to make it look old by doing that to it. So I'm going to try not to keep clearing my throat. So okay, so that's what that looks like. I love you too, Aunt Andrea. Okay. Alright, so now we have that. And you're going to take your glue. And we're going to get to the bottom. And we're just going to glue here and here. And then just hold that down for a minute. And remember, all of the little things that I have, if you don't have them, you can use different things. You can make your own. You know, there's no right or wrong way for this. Okay, so there we have that. Now, I have these handy dandy little closures. They look like this. If you don't have that, you can use a button, like a raised button or something, or you can cut a piece of cardboard and just do a little dot and put the cardboard and like zhuzh it up and then make it go around that or whatever. If you're making one of these, you're pretty crafty anyway, and so you'll have an idea of what to do. So first thing I do is I take these off, and even though they're already sticky, I'm gonna add more glue because I like for stuff to actually stay stuck. So so let's get some glue on this. And then we're going to stick that on there. And right in the middle. So you want to hold that on there. And let it dry just a little bit. Hello, Maddie. So I'm just doing something small because I really don't want to be doing all this talking for very long. I seem to do okay for this short period of time, or if I don't talk very loud. I'm so over having bronchitis. It's like I have it every freaking month. Alright, so now I have to find the little edge here. Okay. So then you unwind this. To make sure that it's long enough to reach both places. it's a hassle. Okay, so now it's like that. And then you're going to put this like right down here. And Andrea, I sent Brian a beaded spider that he asked for. It's the Rastafarian colors. You'll have to ask him to send you a picture of it. He wanted it to match his fishing pole. Okay, there we go. A little tiny glue is good for some things, but also a pain in the ass at times. Alright, so then you want to move your string and make sure you get this in the middle. So that's going to go there. Okay, so while that dries, I'm going to show you guys how to make the teeny tiny little journaling spots out of advertisements. So, alright, so I have this double-sided tape that I have in big sheets, and so that's what I'm going to be using. But you can do yours any way that you want to stick paper and your advertisement to it. You'll see what I mean, and then you can do it however you need to. Alright, so this one, first you want to make sure that whatever advertisement you're putting in there is going to fit. So again, this paper's from 1990. And what's really cool about it, so I live in Tell City, Indiana. I don't know if most of you on here are also from here, but for those of you that aren't. And so it's 1990, and my best friend Monique, that's her husband, that's Phoebe's dad, from 1990. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I'm going to cut out a couple of these. And these are nice because you don't have to antique them because they're already antiqued, which kind of is bad because I'm older than the newspaper, so does that make me antique as well? Alright, so I'm going for Walter Howland Contractors and Miller Construction Company. And let's do this one. This one just says this space can be yours for $1.80. Nothing's $1.80 anymore. Okay. So then you take your double-sided tape, or if you don't have that, then you get whatever paper you're going to glue it to, and you put the glue back here and stick it on your paper. But I'm doing it like this. So I pull that back, and I just stick that on there. And this double-sided tape that I have that's in these, let me find one. I have them in these huge sheets. They're to keep your cat from tearing things up, because one side you stick to the furniture and the other side you peel, and cats don't like sticky stuff, and so they stop scratching up your furniture. And so that's how I got that. I got it at a thrift store. Okay, so then I'm going to cover that up so that I can make sure those are on there. And then got that. Okay, so then I'm just going to cut these all the way out. I'm sorry for clearing my throat. I know that's annoying. Okay, so there's that one. And then that one. And then this one. Okay. So then you just find whatever paper you want to go on the back of that. Okay, so I'm going to use something that's already lined. Which I have of that. There's another one. So this I got at, it's like Five Below, but it's called something else. And they're just pretty little papers. I think it was $1.50. Okay. So then I peel off the back. So, okay. So I peeled off this part, and now that is sticky. And so I'm just going to put this there. I am better today than I have been in the past couple days. All right, so then there's that side. Then you're just going to take your ink pad and ink the edges. Okay, so there you have it. There's the front, and there's a little place to write something. And so it just goes in the little pocket like that. And then we're going to do the other ones. So that will fit there. So we'll just peel this one. Okay, so then there's the back of that one. Remember, the purpose of a junk journal is that you have little spots where you can journal things. And so that's what we're doing, is making those little spots. Okay, and then we'll peel this last one. So if anyone is on my list, hello Rebecca, I have bronchitis, so I'm not talking very loud. And in just a second, I'll show you what we're making. Okay, so then there's this one, and we're going to take our ink pad. Alright, so then there's that side, and here's this side. And so you just take the last little one and put that in there. And then just close it up with your little closure. And it looks like that. So now we're going to put something on the back. And I'm just kind of going with a little antique theme. So I have a bunch of little stickers I've already taken out. And then also I'm going to show you I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is antique tape. just old tape that has been used, but it's actually printed off. My sister sent me the download, and so it's just clear sticker paper, and then you print off however many sheets of that you want. Like I also have this color, and then when you put it on, let me show you. I'll do one. Let's do this one. Alright, so then you just take that. Oops, that's the wrong one. The brain is not working. Okay, so we're gonna put this tape. So that's what it looks like now, and then you're just gonna take the tape and put it over it. Now see how cool that looks? Just looks like an old piece of tape. And you're going to put your little advertisements that you got out of the paper in there, and then close it up. Okay, so then we're going to put a little sticker on the back. Try and keep my area somewhat tidied up. Okay, so let's see. Maybe this one. What do you guys think about that one? Or this one? This one's cute. Let's see. So we got this one too. That one's really cute. I think we're gonna use that one. And so you're like, so okay, now I have that, what do I do with it? Well, you can use it as a tag on a present, or you can put it in a book for someone, or if you have a junk journal, you can put it in your junk journal. There's just a lot of little things that you can do with it, and you can add more to it. You know, you can embellish it however you want to. So there's this one, and there's this one, and that's that. So there you go. If anyone is interested in learning how to do any of the other things that I've shown you, or want to know what a junk journal is, let me know, and I'll do another video to explain it. So I just don't want to tell you guys over and over if somebody doesn't want to know or already knows. So alright, I'm going to clean up my mess and go drink some hot tea, and I will talk to you guys again later. Thank you for watching, and have fun crafting. Bye.